Hey, how are you guys? Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to our weekend episode of our daily stock market insights. Thank you to those who have watched our video last Friday. I was not able to record yesterday, but either way, I'm still going to review some more stocks as you guys have requested for more. Thank you for those people who dropped a comment. By the way, this is Miss Jaydee. If this is the first time you are watching my video, I'm inviting you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. I primarily discuss the stocks in the Philippine market, but sometimes if you would like me to review stocks in the US market, I can also do that for you. And for those people who may have not watched the first video, actually two videos I've recorded last Friday, I talked about Dito, my insights for Dito, and some other stocks. So I'm going to drop the uh, link in the description box. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about some of your requests. So first one, let me just go through the comments here. So this one came from Lance Lurks, Ali, ACEN, ICT, and APX from Dragon Trader. And there's another one who requested RLC. So I'm going to prioritize these and then I'll go ahead and talk about the more trending ones in the market. Okay, let's check out RLC first. Okay, so for RLC, at a glance, looking at the short term, right? We're already very near the overbought level. We're triggering some possible shift in our direction right now. Look at this. So that kind of candlestick is, for me, a little bit bearish. That's a sign of weakness. But let's see first if we are in a possible resistance area. Actually, yes, we might experience some slight dip in the performance come Monday. And the reason for that is because this candlestick for me is a little bit bearish. It's what you call, I forgot the name. Let me check that. Let me check that. Let me. Okay. So this one is currently your nearest support. The reason for that is this used to be a resistance right here, and you have a support built at this area. And this one also had some consolidation, and whenever this price is hit previously, there's a rejection that's happening. So in some occasions, that price level at one point became a resistance, and in some days that also acted as a support. So this acted as a support, but there was a price breakdown. So when there was a price breakdown, whenever a stock tries to recover, there was a rejection. So that was the previous support now acting as a resistance, and also became a support right here, then eventually became a resistance. Now that we have managed to break out of that, so because overall the Philippine the PSEI is, for me, starting to recover. You'll see the discussion in my previous video. Overall, this is just beginning to show some bullish movements. So the climb is just starting. So even if I say that it is going to dip, it's just the normal profit taking action that the market encounters every single day. So it's healthier that way because at least when it drops, it's not going to be very painful, especially if you're able to enter at a higher level. So for me, I let's probably look at it as a more welcoming way of dip. So we'll welcome that. And so if you are interested in adding more volume, because for me overall, if you're a mid to long term investor, this is just starting to recover. Overall, look at that. See? So this has dropped significantly, and we have been moving sideways, and we are just beginning to show some signs of recovery. But treat this as just a normal reaction, like profit taking, especially if you have institutions and traders in the market. They're just doing profit taking. So for that, that's already a 14 or 15% increase in their portfolio if they have entered somewhere here. So in case this stock drops between 1532, um, probably up to 1550, that's a much healthier area to buy. But you can't really tell if it's going to move up. Then just play it by ear. But between it continuously ascending, I'd say I'd lean towards it retracing for now because of this being in the overbought already. Ali, Ali has been very bullish in the past 5 days. One, two, three, four, five, and we are entering a possible. Actually, we are seated right at the resistance level at this point, right? 33.95. So, but there was foreign buying that happened last Friday, and we're at the overbought. So, it's technically you have to check by Monday, tomorrow, if most of the action will happen continuously higher than 34 level, then that's a good sign because we might create a brand new wave, pushing the price even higher, and then it's expected it will dip either to this level or even to this level. So that's normally how it is. It might continue to move higher to create some higher highs, and then when it dips, it will create some higher low. That those are the key ingredients for a stock that is already bullish. So for now, I'd say if the market gives you a chance between, or I mean, if there is some more bullish movements, then maybe wait for that one candlestick to come out and outside 33.95. But if tomorrow we end with a red candlestick, then chances are we might see some more declines, but on a healthier side of, these are just pullbacks. So maybe around 31.80 would be the next possible support if you see a red candlestick forming. So my recommendation is if you are interested in trading this stock, I'd say maybe wait for an end of day. Try to do an end of day trading so that you somehow will understand the next possible sentiment of the market. Is it going to continuously go up, or there will be some slight reduction first before it recovers again? Because if it does drop, then I see 31.80 as the next possible support, which is just fine because uh, with this stock being one of the more stable companies in the country, it is a good time to start accumulating because the next possible, in terms of risk to reward, you're at a healthier space, much lesser risk, but your potential is so high if the market continues to open. With the GCQ in place, we have more businesses opened. Let us see this stock. ACEN. ACEN has already climbed up. I think we are at we are at a 42-week high level. So, and then we're also at the overbought area. What's interesting here is that you don't have a baseline. So anything can still happen. So maybe there will still be some movements to the upside if foreign buying is still present right here. But mind you guys, this could also mean a FOMO level. Imagine how much it increased from this point to this point. Yes, probably there will be some bullish sentiment because while the stock was pushing the price higher, your RSI is also still pushing higher and higher, and we're at the 52-week high. So this stock will find its resistance first. So there's no baseline. You really don't know at what point. But then again, just be extra careful, you know. Uh, so it's a double-edged sword. It's nice that it's so high already, and there's no ceiling, so it could still push the price higher. But just in case people start taking profit, just be sure to also take profit and lock in some profit if you want. Or if you're a long-term investor, when it drops, just add some more. But definitely very bullish stock at the moment. Let's see what's triggering this. Oh, shares disposition of acquisition and disposition of shares. So when you see something like this, you try to open it because sometimes insider buying is also happening. Common shares. Price per share 100. What's this? Assignment to Ingrid by the company in the total of 570 million. Receivables from Ingrid and 522 million deposits for future subscription in exchange for, and that's payment for. Ah, so looks like an acquisition, right? If I'm understanding it right. Here, let's check that. Maybe we can check that offline, but definitely just be extra careful for this stock. So I think this is going to be a stock that a lot of traders, especially momentum traders, they're in this, and you just cannot tell if profit taking will happen anytime soon. So if your profile fits this, if you're a momentum trader, then maybe use a faster time frame, around 5 minute time frame. So that's more ideal. So this is see that on a 5 minute time frame, the momentum is starting to die down. So you might have to consider that as well. Okay, interesting. Something to watch out for by tomorrow. If at first 30 minutes of the day, most of the sentiment is going down, then chances are we might have some profit taking that will happen here. Next one is ICT. ICT is, let's see this. Okay, so ICT has also been climbing since May, actually March. And then so far, I think we are approaching a level where you have some uh, possible decline. This is starting to look at this, show some bearish sentiment in your RSI. While the price was moving higher and higher, your RSI is also starting to diminish in momentum. And there was some retracement that happened here. However, we're just right here at the MA20 line. And normally in the past how many weeks, right, whenever you get near the MA20 level, there was a bounce that's happening. So in the event this does not hold, okay, so I'm putting our support at this area right now. So if it does not hold, then of course you have to consider locking in your profit or do not enter yet. Because the moment this crosses the MA20 line, between it recovering and between that dropping, I'm more into this stock dropping or experience it might experience some a little breakdown in the price because this has already been on a bullish movement for the past how many months now. It's already at its 75% level. If you have entered last March and you're still in it, then you have already gained around 74, 75 level. So if more profit taking will happen, then consider locking in your profit if it crosses the MA20 line. Okay, so especially this one. The next one is APX. APX. Okay, wow. So I hope you guys were able to exit right away when the price level entered right here, and the sentiment was really going down. So I think this is still on its way to fill this gap. Previously, this was your resistance area, right over here. This could also retest this level right there. That used to be your resistance. So we might drop here and stabilize first before it goes up again. See, we were um, always, it happens almost every single time. When there is a gap will be revisited. And this in this scenario, it was filled almost instantly a few days after there was a gap up that happened. Let me see what happened to PXP. This was a stock that really had a ceiling play for 1, 2 days straight, right? And slowly we are at this level. We had some dips, so we let's see if it will continue to break that. This is currently our resistance. So let me just add that. Um, we are at our resistance area. So if this continues to um, move this way, right, at the resistance level, and your RSI is continuously dropping, then you have to think again because momentum is starting to die down. And also look at your volume. Let us see if we will see some more, um, you know, declines in the coming days. So I'd say be extra careful because imagine this, like the scenario we had in the previous talk, there was a big gap that happened here. So if the RSI is dropping, your volume is also dropping while we are at the resistance area, that means next possible move would be a bearish action. And so 1161 at the moment, or 11 area, is currently a resistance for PXP. I'd say try to consider other stocks. I'm thinking the banking sector is starting to recover, but we'll see. We'll check that all the other stocks as well. So um, those are my 2 cents for PXP. What about Merrimart? Merrimart, I like how the stock chart is, or this chart is forming. We had a successful bounce at the MA20 level. So just in any case, this stock will fluctuate by tomorrow. Okay. Try to consider this price level 324. This is currently the resistance, and now that we have managed to cross that resistance, we might be establishing a support at this level before it goes higher again. 3.24 overall. I'm liking the slow pace, steady, but moving uh, slowly but surely. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, but overall, we're still respecting the uptrend channel for this stock. Each time this level is hit, then there's a bounce. This one too. So I think we're already okay entering around 327. Yeah, 320, 327, around that level. So we might see some more bullish actions here for this stock. What's this? Press release. Just checking. We're still in Merrimart. Let's check out Merrimart here. What are the others saying about Merrimart? Wow, interesting. For the past 3 days, we have a lot of foreign buying at the 3.16, starting from 3.16. Yeah, because that was the MA20 line. Nice, nice. So if we can haggle a few cents, that would be a much better entry. What about the others? What are they saying about this stock? No comment. Everyone's talking about Vito. Uh-huh. Now most of the stocks will be heading up, but in trading edge signals, you'll get those that are moving faster. What are you waiting for? Marketing a product. In job, Sia dives into seafood market. Okay, interesting. But I'm just really more of a technical. I like doing technical analysis more. The next one is now. Okay, so for me, now is not looking good at the moment. I can say that this is a lower high. So this is, you actually already had a cue or a clue during this day. From here to here, and then from, so that right to here. So while the price was moving higher, your RSI is also declining. That means momentum is declining. This one too, look at that. See that the volume is declining. Now, so it dropped, right? But there was a slight recovery. However, the recovery was just very brief. It created a lower high. This is your previous high, and then this is your second level, and it's much lower. So, key area to watch out for is that two things. It could either drop at the previous support and retain its momentum there, do sideways, or if it breaks that, then it will create a lower low. So this is your low when it dropped, and then if it drops some more, then we're now in a downtrend channel. Hold on, I'll charge my laptop. Okay, there you have it. So 458 is the key area to watch out for. I'm not saying you enter right away. Wait for a confirmation of a bounce, probably a green candlestick appearing at that area. That would be a good confirmation. But I see it dropping some more. Maybe by Monday it will. Now let's take a look at TEL. TEL is also looks like this is establishing a lower high as well. Look at this from this point to this point. That's your so when it bounced, it just did not sustain, and slowly you see this doji over here, and then another weak candlestick. So I'm thinking it might continue to, be very careful because it might break this MA20 and go back to this level where you had your previous support. See that this is your support, this used to be your resistance, and some consolidation that happened here. So let us see if it will sustain 1274 level. That's your next area to watch out for. So if it breaks, then that's not a good story. We might see it dropping some more at the 1170. So those are your key levels to check. 1180 around that area. Okay, but definitely this one looks like is already on a downtrend because of profit taking. Let's take a look at the other stocks. So let me see here. I had this. These were the stocks I reviewed the other day. So talked about Dito, GFC, SM. So SM is not yet here. Let me check SM. SM. Okay, SM looks like there is somewhat of a rejection at this level. This is currently a resistance, and when we attempted to break that last Friday, people took profit right away. So I think this stock might somehow, if it does not start higher than 970, then you might see it dropping. And the next area to watch out for would be around 919 area. But if you want to be close to accurate, you can use a Fibonacci retracement, probably from here. If you're using just the body to the body, okay, see that? It's just right. The 0.382 area is almost exactly where we plotted it. So if it drops, key area to watch out for would be 0.236 level, which is 938 or 940, and then this one. And then your last drop would be 902. So those are your key levels to monitor in case it goes down. Those are the possible areas of bounce. So again, two things. If at the beginning of the day most of the action is higher than the resistance, then we might see a breakout play there. But if most of the sentiment is going down, try to monitor the key levels I have plotted for you. And how did I do that? I just spotted the lowest level right here and then right here. So if you did not use the wick when you plotted it right up here, you should also exclude that. That's how you properly plot it. Okay. Um, what about BDO URC? I have BDO, I don't have URC. Let's check out URC. Okay, URC is approaching a resistance level at the moment, right at this area. So, but there is still some room for an increase in the price. We're not at the overbought level yet, so I'm thinking there could still be some more push in this price, moving it higher and higher. Just go ahead and observe the next level of resistance. Let's see if it will break that. So ideally, what we're trying to envision here is maybe a gap up. A gap up would really be good. Maybe price starting 144, 150 level, 145 level. That's a very good area to uh, continue buying if it gaps up and starts there, because that would mean we have a breakout thing. See that we're not in the overbought yet. There's foreign buying. Even if this thing declines for just a few cents, I'd say a good area to buy some more if you have a position. 137.26 is a support I'm looking at. So either way, still very looking very healthy at the moment. One of the more stable companies who who have survived the pandemic because of the nature of the product. You know, their products have longer shelf life, so something to look forward to. Nice revenue for Q3. See that? Okay, so I think that is it for now. Guys, if you have some requests, go ahead and drop a comment so I can record another one for you. In the meantime, uh, to help the channel, I think if you like it, if you like the content, I hope you can also smash the like button so that YouTube will start to discover our channel and we will be able to reach some more people and let's spread awareness about the market, how manageable it is. We can learn this even with just the available resources in YouTube. For now, thank you and happy Sunday. Bye bye for now.